Hello, fabulous superstar Virgo. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of June 2023. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. Big moves happening in the sky now. It is going to be this month. We've got some powerful skies, but look, let's take it one at a time. Let's start with lunar events. It is going to be on the 4th of the month that we will have this month's full moon. Now, this full moon takes place at the foundation of your chart, having to do with home, your living situation, and your family of origin. It has to do with your understanding of your past and your understanding of what it means to feel safe within your own body, within your own skin. And so you can see this part of the sky is rather profound and meaningful in the way in which it roots you. And it is with stronger roots, you're able to grow that much more. Well, this full moon is doing some interesting things. It is part of a grand trine in fire. I love this energy for you, I have to say. It is this energy that includes Chiron and Mars. So there's a sense of empowerment, a sense of focus, and a sense of change as well. Whatever's transpiring, some way it feels like it reaches very deep within you and serves as a motivation, but also a point of healing. But what we also have is a challenging conversation from Saturn, and that has to do with the practical matters of life and being honest with yourself about them. And so, one of the ways in which this energy may show up has to do with moving, buying, selling, maybe even wanting to attract a new roommate. So, the motivation is there, the blessings are there with that grand trine in fire. However, there's also a need to pace yourself to the best of your ability. That Saturn square says that change may not come as quickly as you like. You may have to ascertain and consider your best options forward. There's a measure of needing to practice maturity, patience, but also some sacrifice as well. So maybe it is that you're hoping to make a big change, move somewhere, but you may need to be a little bit patient to ensure that you get exactly what it is that you want. Or if it is that you get what you want, you may realize that there are certain details that now need to be addressed in a mature way that you hadn't necessarily anticipated. Whatever happens, you will find a resolution. Now, outside of that, this may have to do with spending time at home or with your family of origin, your parents in particular, where that applies. So, again, there's energy, there's excitement, there's happiness, but there's also practical matters to take into consideration. Given that Saturn is in your opposite sign, there may be some need to find balance or consensus with another person, a partner in your life, for example. And also possible now, considering this has to do with your past, well, again, there's protection, there's energy with that grand trine in fire, there's a sense of motivation, but there may also be a need to take a little bit of a step back, be a little bit patient with yourself as you navigate this time, and very strong practicalities come to the surface. A part of that may be needing to recognize where things were less than ideal or overcoming your own resistance to decide what reconnections feel right for you and perhaps what don't. Either is okay, especially if you're being true to yourself. Now, navigating further, it is going to be on the 18th of the month that we have this month's new moon. Now, this new moon takes place at the top of your sky. This has to do with career, social standing, life purpose. This is a very visible part of your sky, and it's oriented around success as you uniquely define it. New moons tend to bring with them new opportunities, but here's the thing, Neptune is speaking in a conversation of tension with this new moon. And so there can be a sense of dissatisfaction, perhaps even disappointment as well. And I'm sorry to say, but it does happen. The fact that Pluto is speaking in a fast moving energy that can kind of come and go rather quickly. Well, it's that Plutonian energy that does suggest it comes on quickly. And it may be that what is less than ideal feels rather strong, but you get a chance to address it quickly and may find resolution quickly as well. Now, this could be a new career related opportunity, and you're not really sure how you feel about it. Maybe there's mixed feelings on your part, or maybe you are understanding that it's less than ideal. It could be at this time that you are feeling overall dissatisfaction with your career trajectory and looking to make a change and considering your options and having to address some perhaps fears getting kicked up in the process. Might be at this time that you're looking to align with life purpose in some way, but it may feel daunting or uncertain. Now, regardless, the key here really is to take some action, to do your best, surrender the rest, knowing that things will come together as they're supposed to in perfect time. Now, I wanted to be sure to touch on Jupiter making some interesting moves this month that end up being tremendously important. I did speak about these at length in the Jupiter special horoscope on my website and in the superstar space as well. However, as you know, I will walk through this journey with you as we go along month to month here on YouTube, and of course, week to week in the superstar space as well. Now, having said all that, under the light of that new moon I just talked about, Jupiter will speak in harmony with Saturn. I love this energy for you, I have to say, with Jupiter in that optimistic and worldly part of your sky now, speaking in harmony with Saturn. There's going to be a sense of support and stability and a restoration of hope and belief that the world is yours and that great things are possible, and they absolutely are, as a result of a one-on-one exchange with another. I would also add on June 1st, we have a massively important event that's going to be active for us in the first days of this month, and that is Jupiter meeting the North Node in the sky. These two getting together in that worldly part of your sky is a doorway opening from which new people, places, things, situations enter, which represent karmic blessings. Sometimes it's obvious right away, sometimes it takes a bit of time to realize that this represented the seed, the very beginning of a person or idea or possibility entering into your life. But it is powerful energy and rare energy nonetheless. Jupiter does meet the North Node every 7 years and in different parts of your sky. So, right now, take advantage of this energy. Do something that is foreign to you, that is exotic to you, that helps you to feel like you're opening yourself to the world, and chances are the world will greet you there. Now, where it comes to matters of love, a few key energies here. So it is going to be on the 5th of the month that Venus will move into the sign just before yours and will be there for an unusually long time as part of the larger retrograde season. Normally, Venus spends about a month per sign per year. This time, 4 months is what we're going to get. 4 months. And so it is going to be on the 20th of the month that Venus will enter shadow, on the 23rd of July, go retro. In the first days of September, go direct. And then in the first days of October, will leave shadow very quickly to enter your sign. And that is going to be a time of honest evaluation. Everything you think that is going to transpire over the course of this 4 month period is likely going to be very different than what you think. And once we get to Venus in your sign, that is when you're able to see these 4 months very differently in some way. Honest evaluation as Venus steps into your sign and quickly moves into opposition with Saturn. There will be a Venus special horoscope, and I spoke about this in the year ahead horoscope as well. I'll link to all of that below. Now, having said that, Venus in the sign just before yours, well, it makes love complicated, put it that way. It makes it feel as if either there's something you don't know or there's things happening and you can't quite put your finger on it, or things happening and you don't feel comfortable telling other people about it, at least not just yet. A lot is being worked out on levels of soul and psyche and spirit, but also imagination as well. And that becomes part of the larger trend. Keep in mind, at least in the context of this month, though, I do want to be sure to talk about the fact that The energy we start the month with that full moon at the foundation of your chart, and you add to it a square from Saturn in your opposite sign. This happens the day before Venus enters the sign just before yours. Well, all of that suggests that, yeah, you're having to really evaluate where you are in love, what has really gone on, and what is it that you feel about where you are right now. Do you see pathways forward? Because you absolutely should. So, for those of you open to meeting someone new, what a remarkable time this can be. In the context of new connections now, well, that full moon does suggest that there's some resolution of the past that may be transpiring at that time. And so, whether that is acknowledging the hurts and limitations in love of your past, very likely, or whether that is as a result of interacting with someone from your past and it feels rather awkward, but gives you a chance to find that resolution. Well, this can be part of that full moon energy. Once Venus changes signs, the energy becomes a lot more about reconciling with what was, but also very likely attracting people where there are key details you just don't know. But that really is okay. Pace yourself and be yourself, as I like to say. Now, for those of you just starting to date someone, what a remarkable time this can be. So, that full moon will bring a focus to home, feeling really comfortable with this person. It's going to be especially important to you now. If you feel that sense of home with this person, well, you're able to see it and acknowledge it, and it may feel like things solidify rather quickly. But if you don't feel that, it is going to be very evident to you now. Once Venus changes signs, there may be some feeling of uncertainty or disconnect where that already was there. But where it is that you have felt genuinely connected and want to navigate forward with this person, well, given Venus's placement for most of the month and beyond, it does suggest that either you or this person might just get really busy, may not be able to spend as much time together as you'd hoped, moving through your day-to-day lives, and yet the connection may still stay strong. And for those of you in an established bond, what a remarkable time this can be in the context of established bonds. Well, that energy of the full moon brings a focus to home. If you live with this person or want to live with this person, there may be a measure there of needing to find common ground, feeling as if that takes some work or intention or effort in some way. Not necessarily the easiest energy, but with honesty, even when it's hard, and compromise, the two of you can find a way to feel more at home with each other right where you are. Once Venus changes signs, that becomes a lot about shutting out the world, the privacy of your own time together. And of course, it may be, again, that one or both of you just becomes more busy, may not be able to be present as much, and yet the connection can stay strong. What I love about this month for you, there's so much here. It's a powerful and meaningful astrological moment. I am going to say I love what Jupiter is doing from fellow Earth sign Taurus. That is a beautiful placement for you, and it really is about helping you to feel connected to the larger world in some way and preparing you for even bigger opportunities, especially just down the road. This is a time of envisioning all that could be possible and putting those things into place that will make them possible as well. And with a month like this, not only are you making moves, but you're connecting with the right people at the right time to ensure that everything comes together in perfect time and in the perfect moment. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this each and every week for each and every sign for as low as just $3 a month with Choose Your Membership Rate. Now, higher tiers get you things like all access passes to Synchronicity University events, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. Links are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.